Look, you can buy literally whatever you want. I'm talking about a down payment on a new car, a ridiculous amount of clothes, hitting up the drive-thru at 2 a.m., or dropping $100 on that new exclusive bundle of digital weapon skins in Valorant. You can do all of that and you can still get rich in your 20s. You just have to stop paying for these things with your own money. Most people, especially people our age, operate on a financial system that is quite literally designed to keep them completely broke. Think about how a normal purchase happens. You see something you want, you open up your bank app, you check the checking balance, and if the money is sitting there, you just swipe the card. It feels fine in the moment. But let's be real for a second. A week later, the dopamine completely wears off. You are sitting there looking at your screen, realizing that $100 you just dropped could have gone towards your investments. You start feeling guilty. You feel like you have to constantly choose between having a top tier inventory in your favorite game, going out with your friends, and actually having real money in real life. This is where the entire culture around personal finance gets it wrong. If you go online, every financial guru is screaming at you to stop buying coffee, stop buying skins, stop grabbing Taco Bell, and save every single penny until you are 65. That sounds miserable. The wealthiest people I know do not restrict themselves like that. They don't sit around agonizing over $100 purchase. They use a legal glitch to pay for it. They separate the emotion from the purchase. Here's the problem with how we are taught to spend, right? When you buy something directly out of your main checking account, you are taking a direct, massive hit to your net worth. It is money you traded hours of your life for, and now it is just gone. And worse, a lot of people don't even use the money they actually have. They see that pay in 4 button on a checkout screen and they click it because it feels like free money. They are financing their lifestyle in $25 increments. You are essentially handcuffing your future income to stuff you are going to completely get bored of in 2 weeks. So, how do we fix this without uninstalling our games and living in the woods, right? It all comes down to building a sinking fund. This is the cheat code. Instead of taking a hit to your net worth every time a new game drops or you want to make an impulse buy, you set up a completely free, separate savings account. Then you automate a tiny amount of money, let's say $20, out of your paycheck into this fund every single time you get paid. And you do this automatically. You don't log in and do it manually because you will forget or you will talk yourself out of it. You just set it and forget it. It just quietly builds up in the background, $20 a week. You don't even notice it leaving your main account. It is just the cost of probably a decent lunch. Now, here is where the magic happens, right? What happens when that exclusive drop hits the store or when your friends want to go do something expensive this weekend, you don't even look at your main checking account. You don't touch your brokerage account. You don't sell your shares of VOO or QQQM to fund your lifestyle. You don't do any of that. You pull the cash straight from your sinking fund. And the best part is it's completely guilt-free. You get the dopamine hit, you get the items you want, but your actual wealth, the money you need to build your future, buy real estate, and eventually retire is completely protected. You are permanently separating your late night impulses from your real world net worth. You are building a wall between the money that is meant to grow in the money that is meant to be set on fire for fun. If we're being honest, all we need is some money to just set on fire sometimes. You just need to plan for that fire. If you want to take it a step even further, the real 1% secret to getting your investments to pay for your fun, that right there is the secret. Using your investments to pay for the fun. Eventually, if you are consistently buying into solid index funds, the dividends and the growth from those assets will literally outpace the cost of your hobbies. Your money starts buying your skins for you, but it all starts with that sinking fund. It starts with giving yourself an allowance so you stop bleeding out of your main net worth. You can have the crazy lifestyle, you can have the best setups, and you can still hit 6 figures in your 20s. You just need a system that controls the dopamine instead of letting the dopamine control you. Stop treating your wealth like a sacrifice and start treating it like a system. But drop your biggest financial goal for this year in the comments and I'll let you guys know what I think. But I'll see you at the next one.